Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 12 check in. This is supposed to be a rest day, like a reset, where you don't post any content, but I got all this momentum and I'm looking all burnt out because my research has relaxed just a little bit. Goals have shifted. All is good. Have time off. Have time to actually go out with my friends this weekend, so all good stuff is on the horizon. But today's supposed to be a day to relax, enjoy all the content that you've made so far, look back, reflect, and I don't think too much has changed in terms of at least like generally how I feel about it, where it's just you have this weird line of being genuine where for me being genuine is for like talking to your close friends and being unfiltered. I like things having structure. I like things being professional, and you're putting content out into the world, and you want it to, be good. But it's an art form, which means like I could keep redrawing, or in this case, I could keep making a script and revising it and finding new ways to present it. But it just doesn't flow off the tongue in a natural way. You know what I mean? It feels rehearsed. It feels like there's more expectations around it, that there should be some modicum of, wow, you did a really good job explaining this, or you made a really great analogy. It should be objective, it should be perfect and beautiful, and that's not how I want it to be. I like talking about life. I like talking to people. I like being intentional within my life, and that means my intuition should bring some merits, right? I want to be having a conversation with the camera, and that's the balance that I want to bring. And that also means being vulnerable and open to criticism, like genuine criticism where I'm not researching and I'm just talking out of my own life and my own lived experience, right? There's that difficulty of you just are you and you're presenting that to the universe. And that means as much as the highs are highs, that also means that the criticism is uniquely yours, right? You're not criticizing me for my ability to put together a script and then speak on it or act on it or put together a really beautiful video that was well crafted, has good humor, all those things they might be looking for, or like really attention or retention. I'm not particularly focused on algorithm, right? We've been getting pushed some of those videos where it's like, if you are less than a million views, or how I hack my shorts to get a million views every time. I'm like, it's not really about that. It's that idea that you want to create a community, and if you want to create a unique space, have a sense of belonging, create a unique community. That means you shouldn't appeal to everyone. You should develop a community. You should make it your own. You should figure out something that someone didn't know that they wanted before they actually realized that they wanted it, right? Provide a unique value to something, someone, and that's kind of the whole point. I wanted to develop. I don't think it's unique in any sense of the word, right? There's like Woody's gamer tag and the weekly slap, and there's like Hank. I love Hank. There's a lot of people out there who can be in front of a camera and they can speak well, and there's people who do really good jobs at making informational stuff, right? The organic chemistry tutor, Khan Academy. There's people who are there for the really good life stuff, and as I already said, the weekly slap and Woody's gamer tag, and there's just so many people that saturate the gaming market, and then also who have more life experience than me, who can talk on things that you might actually want, like how to get a job, and life advice or therapy or podcasts about a niche or respective interests, or like people who do game dev and game design. Beautiful stuff. It's always so cool to see the inner workings of their craft, and I am just none of those. I am a college student who is been experiencing college, and like every college student, they just all they want to do is talk about college and bring that back to the people who are also worried about that. And I source information from people, and they also want to talk to me about college and my college experience. I don't have a great deal of relationship experience. I try not to get too personal, but I've been around the block, one might say. But that doesn't mean that I know a lot, or that I am qualified to speak on it. I'm not an expert by any means. I would only be able to speak anecdotally from my own experience. So that just comes to this general conclusion where it's like there's nothing that particularly makes me special, right? And there's nothing that makes a lot of people special, right? It's behind your actions. It's about your ability to break out of what so many people are already in tune to. And I earnestly believe that this is more talking about the journey and the unique lived experience, the unique moment of being able to follow along with something. Like, if you ever saw unis honest, that was that was a journey that you got to ride along by watching the videos, and you got to see them make stuff and be individuals. And the best part was that it was all going to be gone at some point, that you couldn't ever get back to that moment in time. And this is for that. I hope to that if anybody ever discovers this content, it means something to them, something meaningful, like uniquely for them, and that you look at that content and you grow with me, and you get to see me grow up. And whatever that means to you gives you comfort that there's somebody else out there in the world who's willing to be honest with you and talking about growing up and trying to shape their lived experience. Or if maybe you just enjoy the way that I ramble, the way that I talk, or you're from the San Francisco Bay Area and you resonated a lot with what I say, that is the whole point. I've come resolute in it that providing that authentic experience is of utmost importance to me. So that is all. Not going to talk too much about it for now. And that is our quote unquote rest day. That is day 12. Clocking out. Have a great day, y'all.